It was one of those nights when the road felt endless. The dark asphalt stretched before me, illuminated only by the soft glow of my truck's headlights. The clock read 11:45 p.m., and fatigue was beginning to set in. My eyelids felt heavy, and I knew it was time to find a place to pull over and rest before it became unsafe to drive. After a few more miles, a sign for a rest area appeared. It wasn't large, just a small pull-off with a few picnic tables and a restroom. But it would do. I took the exit, noticing how empty the place was. No other cars or trucks were in sight. The silence was thick, with only the hum of my truck breaking it. I parked near the edge of the lot, away from the restroom, and turned off the engine. The headlights faded, leaving me in near total darkness, with only a dim street lamp casting a weak light. I leaned back in my seat, ready to drift into sleep, when something caught my attention. At first, it was so faint I wasn't sure I had heard anything at all. But then, I heard it again, a soft whisper. It was too quiet to understand, and I brushed it off, thinking it was just the wind or maybe an animal nearby. But the sound grew louder, more distinct. My heartbeat quickened, and I sat up, wide awake now, peering out the window. There was nothing there. Just the empty parking lot. The whispering, however, persisted, and it seemed to be right outside my truck. I felt a chill run down my spine. Something told me to stay in the truck, to lock the doors and not get out. Suddenly, there was a tapping on my window. Slowly, I turned my head. What I saw made my heart stop, a pale face pressed against the glass, staring at me with wide, unsettling eyes. The figure mouthed words, but I couldn't hear them over the sound of my own heartbeat. In that moment, I acted on pure instinct. I fumbled for the keys, started the engine, and hit the gas, speeding out of the rest area without looking back. The adrenaline surged through me as I drove, hands shaking on the steering wheel. Even after miles had passed, the image of that face lingered in my mind. When I finally reached a more populated area and pulled into a well-lit truck stop, I took a deep breath, grateful to be surrounded by people again. I didn't sleep that night, and to this day, I avoid those isolated rest areas. The road can be a lonely place, but sometimes, it's what's hiding in the darkness that's truly terrifying.